Hey everybody, this is Rob Vegas and I'm checking in from Melbourne, Australia, and we're back here of course with another awesome episode of Assemble the Troops. Not just any episode, of course, this is part of Cobra Convergence 7, the month-long celebration of all things Cobra. And of course, we would like to just take a moment to kick things off to tell you to get over to hcc788.com to check out all the details about all the awesome presenters and the amazing shows and content that they've created all month. And yeah, check out as much as you can because there's a ton of it and it's all great. And yeah, of course, we want to take a moment to thank Mr. HCC788 himself for bringing everyone together and yeah, making this whole event happen across the world for the whole month. So it's yeah, always a great time and lots of fun. And yeah, we're here tonight to bring you some Cobra Convergence 7. Now, I've been a bit you could say a bit more discreet this year, as I did have a bit of a massive Cobra Convergence year for Cobra Convergence 6, where we did a video every day. So as I said, we've been a bit more low-key this year, but we're going to be bringing on a fun show for you tonight. And of course, we're going to be getting in touch with the theme of the event, which is espionage, and look at one of my all-time favorite Cobras, and yeah, find out all about all of the sneaky things he gets up to under the cover of darkness. I'm going to talk to you about the Night Vulture. So what we'll do is head on over to the old Rob Vegas Technology Center and get the show on the road and check out this guy and all the night activities that he could be up to. See you there soon. Okay, so we made it on over to the old Rob Vegas Technology Center. It's been a while, so thanks for joining me. And yeah, like I said, we're going to be looking at our good friend Night Vulture from 1991. Now, he did come with, as part of a special sub-team or lineup called the Sky Commandos, and the Night Vulture was designed as one of the antagonists and of course bad guys of the series as a troop builder. So we'll get him on the camera there. You can see he's got his purple outfit on, which is very nighttime-esque, and some orange highlights on him, which we'll take a look at shortly in detail. And he came with this cool little crossbow slash silenced pistol kind of thing, so we'll check that out close up as well. But yeah, a bit more about the Sky Commandos. The gimmick for them was that they came with a glider. So you could basically pop your figure on there and plug him in on the bottom and then just throw him around the backyard or down at the local park or wherever you saw fit. And that was the idea of them, and I'd imagine many of them are still stuck in trees to this day. But I took care of my guy. The only drawback at the moment is that his glider is in the garage in a storage tub under about 5 other tons of storage tubs. So sadly, we're not going to have that on the show, but maybe we can dream and hope for Cobra Convergence 8 that can be a thing. And yeah, let's have a close-up look at him. So you can see he's got this striking purple color scheme with the even more striking vest in orange with his accessories on there, like his grenades and flares and stuff like that, and a few other sneaky things that look like smoke bombs there, and a pouch on his shoulder that could have anything in it, who knows, secret documents. The sky is the limit, if you'll pardon the pun. And of course, another cool thing is he's got these black highlights on him. He's got black knee-high boots and black gloves that cover his wrists, and this sinister black balaclava thing that looks like it's a bandana, because on the back it's got a little detail where it's actually being tied up in a knot around him. So he must put that on and tie it up pretty tight and then pop his purple goggles on to finish the deal. So you've got a great looking figure with tons of detail, and yeah, really, it's one of those instances where it's like, yeah, the purple and the orange work together, and that's really cool. Now, like I said, he comes with this little assault rifle guy, which is a crossbow as well. So the crossbow appears to be the main component of it. And yeah, on the bottom of it, it's got this little sneaky rifle. So he can get up to all sorts of no good once he's glided in. Now, it doesn't really fit in his hand all that good, so be careful when you assemble him and get him together. But yeah, he's all geared up and ready to go onto some Night Vulturing missions. So that's a win. Now, well, with the exception of the glider, sorry. But yeah, we've got his file card here, and this is a good read. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Could be some kind of frenzy with the file card, you never know. It says Night Vulture is our air recon trooper. Night Vultures are the airborne covert insertion and recon specialists of the Cobra Legions. Given no formal training, the candidates for the Night Vultures program are dropped with their gliders from transporters over shark-infested waters at least 5 miles from land. Whoever makes it back is awarded the Night Vulture badge and gets to keep the personal effects of the dropouts. So that's an interesting way to qualify to be a Night Vulture. Every badge wearing Night Vulture knows that he can coax at least 5 miles out of his glider and that he has a will to survive. This makes them extremely efficient as recon scouts, since they can glide silently at extended ranges and be careful enough not to get caught. Their worth as covert insertion troops is in doubt because they might be smart enough to fly in the opposite direction if the mission gets too dangerous. So there you go, that's the background of the Night Vulture, and you can see he's got a rather striking portrait there on the file card, and of course the Cobra logo. And yeah, the gimmick it's a good one. I don't mind that. There had been gliders in the past, but not a designated glider team, so it was cool to have these guys. And the other Night Vultures, or the other Sky Commandos I should say. And according to our good friends at yojo.com, or they should be yocobra.com, the body sculpt is entirely original, so there's no like reused bits. And apparently there was a reissue in 2016 where they did a version 2 of him, but that's the only time they've brought him back. So he kind of flies under the radar, as I said, if you'll pardon the pun, and definitely fits the bill with some espionage action. So yeah, what a great figure. If you can track him down, he's a good one to build, as he's a great looking figure with lots of detail and fun to be had if you get the glider as well. So one day, as I said, I can dream I'll get that out of the garage and out of its tub and see if we can't send old Night Vulture on one last trip out in the park or wherever he likes to fly, and yeah, have a lot of fun with him. Well, on that bombshell, we might wrap up, so bear with me a second and I'll see you soon. So there you go, that's another look at the 1991 Sky Commandos Night Vulture figure. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, be sure to leave a like and a thumbs up, and maybe even consider subscribing. Of course, if you didn't like the video and you've watched it this far, then you're a legend for being so hardcore. And yeah, thank you anyway. And I just wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who is in Cobra Convergence 7 this year, and especially all of the creators who have just jumped on board out of nowhere. And that's kind of how I began with Cobra Convergence back in the first year I participated. I was like, oh wow, this is cool. Of course, up until that point, I had been following all the main channels and keeping track of everything. And yeah, over the years, it's been a wonderful experience getting to know all these people from around the world that have just this same excitement and passion for these figures and all the stories that bring them together and make them exist. So I just wanted to thank everyone who's taken the time out to watch one of the videos that I've made, and even more so like and subscribe and left a comment and all of that. And also everyone who's reached out and become great friends that I will be sure to be good mates with for a very long time, and yeah, it's been a wonderful experience, and yeah, a big old boost. So thank you everyone, and of course, yeah, if you haven't done so already, drop what you're doing when you finish this video and head on over to hcc788.com to get all the details about the wonderful presenters and all of the updates and the news that's happening out there with Cobra Convergence 7. And also, be sure to say good day to him on YouTube as well, and all the other wonderful presenters. So thanks everybody, and this is Rob Vegas checking out from Melbourne, Australia. Cheers.